I wanted her to be strong during pregnancy, and I wanted her to be more active and stuff, and maybe I pushed her in some ways where she wasn't supposed to be pushed, or maybe she was trying to get more rest and I was not understanding condition of her feelings, what she was going through, you know, because I was oblivious at times, because I wasn't going through it, like physically I couldn't feel what she was going through, exactly what she was going through. I could only imagine. So at the end of the day, yeah, like, you know, I did put some amount of stress on her. I will absolutely take the credit, the responsibility. I do hold myself accountable for some of that stress that was put on her, you know. So that's all. That's what it is, you know. That's the bare facts of it, you know. And we all must take responsibility, you know, and for what we do, you know. Every single person has a responsibility to hold themselves accountable, because if we all held ourselves accountable, then we would all grow and move on, and we wouldn't continue the same experiences. But at the end of the day, you know, if you just ignore and try to point the finger and say, no, it was you, you're never going to level up. You're never going to grow from the state that you're in. You're always going to try to put yourself off on somebody, you know. I look to be corrected, you know, even though sometimes I don't like it, but I look to be corrected, because at the end of the day, I can use that and transmute that information into bettering myself, you know. So that there was a fact to that, you know, but I don't think that I was the only factor. Absolutely not. I know I was not the only factor, but at the end of the day, I could only take responsibility for what I did. I can't force anybody else to take responsibility for what they did. I can only take responsibility for the actions that I took, and that's it, you know. Either at the end of the day, you know, that's what it is. I hold myself responsible. I hold myself accountable. I'm moving on. I'm growing. I'm being more understanding now. I'm being, you know, I'm taking into consideration more information, more things that I know. I'm being more compassionate, more empathetic towards my wife, Serenity, my child, everybody around me in my vicinity. I'm being more understanding because in recognizing my own faults and my flaws, I'm able to grow from that. I'm able to become better. I'm able to grow. And so that is what I'm doing, you know. And that's the best thing you could do, you know. No matter what people say, what people talk, just be accountable for what you know in your heart to be true, because at the end of the day, only you know what's true, and you will have to account for it. All his vibration, all his energy. If you put out a lie into your universe, you're going to have to pay for that. You're going to have to account for that. And I don't want to have to account for any lies. I don't want to put any lies out into you want to say the truth, you know. The truth is that I did put some stress on my wife, but I don't think I was the only factor that played in it, and that's all I'm going to say. And I'll take responsibility for my part, and that's it, you know. That's all I could do. Now, as far as I heard somebody said that, it was said that I wanted to be nature boy, that I wanted to be chief. And I would say, absolutely, there's some validity to that. Absolutely, because I did look up to him, you know. I still look up to him. What he's done, and he has so many characteristics that I look up to, as far as leadership and having that strength and that passion for something in life, you know. I do acknowledge that. I look up to him, those characteristics of him being movement oriented and taking action, and not just talking knowledge, but I also live in it, you know. I will say that, you know, I can't honestly stay here and just say that I never wanted to look up to him in any manner, because if that was the case, I would have never vibrated to him. I never would have been around him, you know. Absolutely, that has some validity to it. I think he has some great characteristics. He's a great person, as far as about, you know. He really puts his heart and his action into all that passion, you know. And that's why I'm saying characteristics, because there's some stuff that I would leave out, you know, as far as, because I'm always taking the good from any situation. That's why it's hard for me when people just want to throw away the whole thing, when I'm like, nah, wait up, like, there's some good things we could take from that, any situation, you know. You can't lie and can't say that he doesn't hold a lot of knowledge, and that the way he articulates the knowledge isn't something special to be looked up to. Like, you can't take that away from him, you know. You must acknowledge, if you're gonna acknowledge the negative, then you're responsible to also acknowledge the positive. You can't just take something from somebody without giving nothing back, you know? And that's what people do. They just take, they break people down, and they just expose the negative parts about them, and they never even want to acknowledge the positive about a person, you know? And that's a character flaw within yourself if that's something that you find yourself doing, because at the end of the day, you have to be balanced. It's not balanced to say that a person is bad and just completely ignore all the positive things they've done. That's not balanced, you know? So I can't just say that, you know? I find myself someone who's honorable, who is righteous, and to be righteous would be to say that there's positive in that man as well. Aside from all the negativity that you've been able to find because you were so focused on it, you gotta say that there's positive to that man. You gotta keep it balanced. For real. Like, just look at the positive. Try to find the positive. Say something good about him, because if you don't, then that means that there's nothing positive about yourself. You know, if you don't say nothing positive about him, that means you can't see the positive in other people. And if you can't see the positive in other people, it's because you can't see the positive within yourself. So that's all I'm saying. So when it comes to the idea or the presumption that, hey, that I wanted to be like Nature Boy, absolutely, there was characteristics of him that I look up to. Absolutely, without a doubt. I can't take that away. I can't lie. But it wasn't that I was trying to be him, because I can never be him. I can never be anybody else. I can only be myself. So how can I acknowledge that? So how can I try to be somebody else when I know all I can be is myself? You know? So there are correct characteristics that he embodied that I thought were positive. Absolutely, I want to embody those characteristics, just like any characteristics in any person that I feel are positive. That's what I want to be more like, you know? But at the end of the day, what I feel like is my lesson that I take from him is that he expresses himself in his fullest extent, to be himself fully. And that's the characteristic that I want to implement into myself, that I'm implementing into myself. To be yourself fully and express yourself 100% is the greatest thing you can do. So I don't want to be like him in the way that, the character that he is, but I want to be able to express the character that I am to its fullest capacity, you know? And that's all it is. It's plain and simple, you know? I can never take the positive away from him, you know? And I will say that I look up to him and I admire a lot of qualities about him, and whatever is positive, that's what I take. Whatever I don't agree with, that's what I leave. And I already expressed to him what I don't agree with. So I don't gotta express it to y'all, because I already went directly to him. Like, before I left, I already spilled my heart out and said what I didn't agree with, you know, what I didn't think was true, and he already knows, you know. So I don't have to, you know, tell anybody else, because he already said it, you know, and I can repeat it here because I already said it to him. I just said that basically I wasn't in alignment with some of the information that he was teaching. I didn't truly believe that he was the only path to get to enlightenment. I said that there's other ways to get to enlightenment. I felt that I could do for myself what he has done for himself, because I believe in myself and I love myself, and I want to see the best characteristics brought out about myself, and I have, you know, a vision for my own self, just like he had a vision for himself. That's what I believe, and I told him that, you know, he knows that. So he can't say that I'm going behind trying to be chatty patty. I already told him, you know, I'm just sharing with you because I want you to know that if you believe in yourself and you have a vision for yourself, a lot of people, well, even I remember seeing The Pursuit of Happiness, and Will Smith's son was telling him something, you know, and Will Smith basically shot him down. It was like, nah, like, you're crazy, you can't do that. And then he came back and he was like, don't let anybody tell you can't do it, not even me. Don't let nobody tell you you can't accomplish your dreams, not even me. That's what he said to him, and that's how I feel. Like, don't let anybody in your reality, because if you feel that you can accomplish it, that you could do it, doesn't matter, you know. It doesn't matter if it's your master teacher, your father, your mother, your grandfather. It doesn't matter if they say that you can't do it, that your dreams are too big. At the end of the day, if you have enough will, if you have enough drive, if you have enough ambition and passion for what you're doing, you're going to go out and get it. You know, you're gonna go out and get it. You're not gonna let nobody stop you. So that's how I looked at it. You know, I felt like I was trying to be suppressed, like I was being limited. But I was like, nah, I'm not gonna let this limit me. I got a mission. I got a goal in mind. I got a passion, you know, that's burning within me, and I gotta chase that passion for myself. I can't ride along and tag along nobody else's dreams and try to think that I'm gonna, you know, feel fulfilled fully. I can't, because I already tried that, you know, and I tried as long as I could, to the point where I'm like, it's not working out. I gotta go out and get it for myself. I gotta become the person that I know that I am, you know, deep down inside, you know, and that's what I did. That's what I'm doing at the moment, and the universe is gonna bless me. I know the universe is gonna bless me, because I feel it with every fiber, every cell in my body. It knows that passion that I have within to want to live in tune with nature, to want to share information with people, and just want to, you know, uplift humanity as far as when it comes to health, and when it comes to the mental thinking better, when it comes to being in relationships better, and that's just, yeah, I am humble, because that's just who I am, you know. But look, here's the thing. I don't knock people who are not humble, because look, love is understanding. When you understand somebody, meaning you know who they are, you know that they're not the person to be humble with, you gotta love them regardless. You gotta be like, that's who he is. I don't resonate with it. He's boisterous about the way he is. He's flamboyant about it. But at the end of the day, that's not who I am. But I still love and respect and honor that part of myself. But that's not who I am. I'm the part of myself who's more humble, who's more you know, open to learn from other people, and who's not just gonna say that I have all the answers. I don't believe I have all the answers. I believe I can tap into people who do have answers, or sources of information within my reality that will give me the answers. But I don't believe that I contain all the answers and I'm the only path to enlightenment. I do believe that the frequency that I tap into is a righteous frequency, because it's living in tune with everything that is. So I welcome everybody to follow into this frequency, and to follow suit, and to come into nature and become one with the all again, to know themselves and to know who they are. Absolutely I do. But I won't condemn anybody who's not, because at the end of the day, those who aren't are playing their role. They're playing the pivotal role that they need to play for me to experience myself. I just want to attract to myself other parts of myself that are vibrating on the same frequency, who are, you know, excited about life and the positive energy, who have positive energy, who are always trying to uplift people, and who aren't looking down on people just because they're not in the same situation as they are, just because they're not the character that they are. And I would never say that I'm the only way, because the only way I can be the only way if I tap into the truth. And we only tune into the truth. Like a person isn't the truth. One person can't be the truth, because they can only tap into the truth. Because before that person tapped into the truth, they were tapping into a lie. So if you're saying that that person is the truth, then what about the time when they weren't tapped into the truth? They were expressing lies. So the truth is something that comes through us, that we express. It's an action. It's knowledge. You know, the truth isn't somebody tangible that you can go and tap into, and that's all they have, the infinite answers. That's not what it is. That's be misleading for me to tell you that there's one person who contains all the answers to the universe. Now, there's a lot of us who have tapped into a lot of knowledge, but there's not just one person. I'm telling you, there's not, because knowledge isn't something that one person is born with. It's a frequency that you tap into, and some people are more tapped into it than others. And those are the people that we look up to, the people that we call gurus, the people who hold knowledge. But you can tap into that frequency as well as that person who's tapped into the frequency can also tap back into a lie, can also fall into their lower self, can also go and spread lies. It's completely possible. So what happens when a person who claims to be the truth taps into a lie, or starts living a lie, starts living in their lower self? Are they still the truth? No, because the truth isn't a person. The truth is a frequency that a person can tap into. Alright, so that's what I gotta say about that, you know. So I don't condemn anybody, you know. I'm just trying to find people who think like me, who want to live life like me, who want to be positive and uplifting, and who don't want to tap into the drama. I don't care about the drama. Like, the only reason I'm addressing this is because I'm trying to take responsibility for what I've done. I'm trying to show you guys that I'm being an example of how to take responsibility for the actions in your life without trying to point the finger. You know, this is the only reason that I'm doing this, but I don't care about the drama. You could give me the knowledge, keep the drama, you know. I don't want the drama. I'm not into, that's not who I am. I've never been the person who start drama for any reason, you know. I believe that we can tap into knowledge and spread knowledge without the drama. How do you know, there's so many gurus out there not talking about anybody who taking full responsibility, and they're getting a lot of following, they're getting millions of views without any drama, you know. And then there's people who try to bring in drama and they just curve it with the positivity, and that's exactly what we're doing. We're just curving the drama with the positivity because we're not going to tap into that frequency. I'm just going to show you the frequency that I'm on. I'm vibrating high, and I welcome you to tap into it as well. I welcome you to be greater and rise above the drama, rise above the negativity, rise above the he say, she say. Let's tap into the who am I? Let's tap into the what is this? Let's tap into the how can I better myself, you know? And that's what we are. If you want the knowledge minus the drama, that's what I'm gonna give you, you know, because I don't want to deal with that. At the end of the day, if me and somebody has something going on, they could contact me directly. We don't have to publicize it. We could come to understanding together. But there's some people who you just can't come to an understanding with because they just believe that they have all the answers. They believe that they are the truth. And on one side, the confidence is always good, you know. It's always good to have confidence. But if the ego that you have gives you so much confidence that you can't see other people's points of views, or that you aren't open to new information and new knowledge, then it's pointless. Like, if I'm gonna get into a discussion and argument with you, the first thing I'm gonna ask you is, are you truly open to changing your mind about what you believe in? Truly, look at yourself. Are you truly open to perhaps changing your mind on what you thought was true? And most people will say they are, but most people are not. And if they're not, then what's the point of even going into the debate if you're not even open to new information, you know? So I already know, I already tried. I know who people are. I accept them. I love them the way they are. I'm just not going to waste my energy. I'm not going to waste my time. For those that are open to learning new information, welcome. I welcome you. And this is a platform, this is a perfect platform for you if you're open to new information and you want to be in an environment, you want to be a part of a frequency who's, like I said, practicing Maya, being able to see other points of view, being able to spread joy, being able to stay balanced within their emotions. This is it. This is Maya. This is what we live by, truly Maya. And this is what we practice, and we vibrate on a high frequency. And you could tell, like, I ain't gotta try to sell it to you. You could tell because you are your response. Chief taught me that how you respond is an indication of who you are. So you can see by my response who I am. You can see by others' response who they are. Plain and simple, exposed. I'm exposing myself right now because I'm responding in the way that I'm responding, which will give you an indication of who I am. You know? So those are the things that I wanted to share. I don't know if anybody has any questions that they might want me to answer, but those are the two biggest things that I heard that I just wanted to address, just to bring some clarity for people who might not, know fully what's going on. It might be interested in knowing who I am, because if I'm a public figure, or I'm a person who's sharing information, I understand that you want to know who I am, but at the end of the day, look, the information is what's important. The information and applying it to your life is the most important thing that you need to focus on. The moment you start losing focus on that, the moment that you start failing already, that you start going on the wrong path. The righteous path is knowledge of self, and knowledge of self does not come along with all the drama. That's distractions. That's all to distract you. So when someone like young Pharaoh, or somebody who's deep into the gossip of this movement online, I don't want to be no part of that. If you're a part of that, I don't want to be a part of that. Just don't follow me. If Chief told you not to follow me, and you want to be a part of him, and he doesn't want you to follow me because he don't fuck with me because I left there. So just do yourself a favor and focus on what you want out of life. If you want to follow him, but I guarantee you he's not one to fuck with me. So if you're following him, it'll probably be wise to not follow me. It'd probably be wise to just focus on that frequency, because that's what he would teach you. I'm just saying, if you're on that negativity, on the drama, on all that, just don't be a part of this, because this is not what it is. You're in the wrong place for that. This is not what this is here for. So Just, if you're here for knowledge of self, you're trying to really better yourself, you're trying to change in your life and make some changes with your life, hell yeah, you come to the right fucking place. If you're trying to be positive and manifest what you want out of life through positive vibration, positive affirmations, and putting out the frequency that you want out of life, then you're here for the right reason, and you come to the right place. Yeah, and that's what I was saying about the victim mentality. You can't make yourself a victim. Chief is a smart, intellectual man. He's very smart. He's very capable. He's more than capable of doing anything that he sets his mind to. So I'm not going to feel bad about my decisions in life regarding to where I want to go, because I know he's more than capable of handling anything that I could have handled, or he's more capable of attracting people into his reality who are even more talented than I am at doing what I did, and who are all more in tune with the message than I was. So I wish and I hope and I pray that I meditate upon the idea, the thought that he attracts into his life someone who's more compatible, that he attracts someone into his life who's going to be more in tune and aligned with his message and his character and who he is. I do fully want that for him, you know, and me being there was nothing more than I was taking the place of somebody who could have done that. So, you know, that's what it is. Facts, you're learning right now. Yeah, this is the only video. I wasn't gonna go in and do a whole series about this. Like, this is only the video I'm doing to address that, and after this, I'm done. Like, I'm really done. Like, I'm going to the knowledge. I'm sticking to the knowledge. I'm gonna teach y'all how to eat, how to breathe, how to look at life, how to see, how to walk. All of this, like, there's so much information that I haven't shared with y'all that I'm just dying to share with y'all. And it's just, you know, right now we're just getting through Babylon, we're just getting through the system, but there's so much information that I haven't even shared with y'all that is going to really open your mind and open your eyes and allow you to, you know, vibrate and be your greater self, you know, for real. It's not big. I'm not bigging up anybody. I'm just, here's what I'm doing. I'm just sharing the truth, but my truth isn't biased. I'm not biased to anybody. I'm just sharing the truth how it is. You can't say that he doesn't have good information, or you can't say that he's not a very well articulated speaker and that he's very passionate about what he's doing. You can't take, like, I'm not going to take that away just because of the experience I had or just because of the situation I'm in. Like, you're not going to make me lie to my universe. You're not going to make me lie. I'm only exposing the truth. I'm only saying the truth, and I'm never going to take the positive away. Yeah, that's how he saw us. He did see us, like, we had a purpose there, and that's all we were there to fulfill for his agenda. But I don't feel that way. I feel like my life has way more purpose than just speaking Spanish and being someone who does the videos, you know. I know my life has way more purpose, you know, because I've seen it reflected within my reality. People telling me, yo, you know, like, you helped me out a lot. Even before I came here, I was sharing information. This is nothing new to me. I came to Carbonation because I thought I was going to be able to build. I thought I was going to be part of a movement where I can give my input and it be valued, where I'd be listened to, and maybe I could be valued as someone who held information. But I quickly realized that wasn't the case, and I think I did. I stayed for a long time because I was trying to absorb and learn a lot of stuff, and I learned a lot. You know, I learned how to create a world. I learned how to reprogram your mind. I learned how to be persistent in what you want out of life, and how to tell the universe what you want. I learned a lot. I learned all of that, so I would never take that back. You know, but I did quickly learn that it was an environment to the extent of what I thought it was, you know. But it did make me a better person, and the Chief and my experience with him did make me a better person. I cannot take that away. It did make me grow a lot, and it pushed me to a lot of boundaries and limits that I had that I superseded. resting right now. Migo's resting, so he's with his mother right now. They're resting. Okay, yeah, look, I don't believe people own information. I believe information is for everybody. I believe we all tap into information. We're all capable of tapping into information, and that nothing new is under the sun, right? This information has been regurgitated and flipped and presented to you in many different ways. The yogis, Buddhists, they were all saying the same thing. All I'm saying is that, you have to give information, or at least acknowledge the person who gave you information. Not saying that they own the information, but at least give them thanks and for giving you the information. I'm not saying that everything that I know up until this point that I've gotten from Chief, but he has given me a lot of information, absolutely. And the honorable thing to do is to admit that he has shared a lot of information with me that has made me grow. I don't believe that he was the one that created the information, because I don't think you can create information. I don't believe that he was the first one to tap into the information. But as far as you and me, perhaps he did introduce us to that information. Not to say that nobody else said it before him, but you got to acknowledge that fact. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Just to be honest with the universe. See, here's the difference between me and some of you people, that I won't take everything away just because I don't fully agree with him. I acknowledge what I agree with him. I acknowledge the truth within him that I find that he speaks. And that's it. I won't take it away from him just because I think he's a bad character. I don't think he's a bad character, or because I think he has bad characteristics. Nah, absolutely not. Yeah, Migo is gaining weight. He's getting healthier every single day. Just like Serenity as well, So, and they're together, they're bonding, they're more relaxed, they're in a place where they can, be more expressive with how they want to express energy, and that's what it is. Okay, the reason I call him Chief is because I respect somebody and what they wish to be called. If you call yourself a master teacher, or whatever you want to call yourself, I'm gonna respect that, because I expect you to do the same for me. If I call myself Master Chief Rambo, I would expect you to respect that as a man, as a person who has respect for themselves. Not saying that he's my chief, or that I'm your chief if I chose for you to call me that. Nah, but if I have a name and I choose to give myself and bestow that name upon myself, then I would expect you to respect that to a certain extent. As long as it wasn't a lie or compromising to my morals, or compromising to the truth, or compromising to or making it seem a certain way that was making people perceive you to an inner light that you weren't, But I get that, we want to give ourselves good names because it's a positive affirmation. Names hold energy. If you call yourself somebody like a master teacher, that will kind of give you a drive to be wanting to teach more, because you find you got to live up to that name that you've given yourself. So I get that, I get that, and I won't take that away from anybody, Yeah, this is the frequency of meekness. If you want to be meek, and the Bible says the meek will inherit the earth, this is definitely that frequency. Go look up the definition of meek, and you'll find that that's who we are. You'll find that that's the frequency and vibration that we're on, truly. So that's all I can say. Just look at the truth. Never take the good away from somebody who has bad characteristics. Even Hitler himself said some shit that was true. You can't take away everything just because of what his actions. You gotta realize the truth is the truth, no matter who speaks it or out of whose mouth it comes. Oh yeah, absolutely. Migo's not getting vaccines. I mean, that information we'll share with you when it comes, but absolutely, you already know we're not on that. Yeah, absolutely no hard feelings. Nah, at least not from my end. There's no hard feelings. Absolutely, I gotta do what I gotta do. I gotta live my life. I gotta be my greatest self. I gotta tap into my greatest self. You know, and anything that gets in the way, I'm cutting it off. You know. Yeah. He was, you know, Chief was saying some things. I guess people were saying he was talking down about me. I wasn't there, but people said that, you know, that I got some messages. I'm blocked, you know, so I can't really tune into his lives, you know. But that's what people said, and I just wanted to address what was said and let you guys know my perspective, the truth about what happened, and I wanted to take responsibility, you know. So that's exactly what I did. So I can't knock nobody. I can't condemn anybody. I'm nobody to condemn anybody because, you know, like Jesus said, he who is free of sin cast the first stone, and he didn't cast no stones, you know, so I ain't casting no stones either. That's facts. We getting this knowledge. We man, if y'all know what's coming, I would highly suggest that you stay tuned because the universe is about to bless us with abundance. The universe is blessing us with everything that we need to be our greatest self, to tap into the frequency of nature, of living in tune with the land truly, to be growing our own food, to show you what life really is, you know, what it's supposed to be like. Not in that, you know, sick, convoluted society, civilization that you were brought up in, but I'm telling you the true life. I can't wait to show y'all because it's an experience you gotta realize. You gotta realize being in tune with nature. You gotta realize being in the jungle. You gotta realize tasting the food that you grew from the ground, that you planted, that you nurtured every single day. You gotta realize that. We're gonna show you that on camera. We're gonna document. I highly recommend that you stay tuned because what we're about to, the level of frequency and vibration that we're about to tune into, this is gonna be something special, you know, that we're already on this frequency, but once you see it in the way we're gonna show it, you're really gonna appreciate it. It's gonna really inspire you to take action. It's gonna inspire you to make movement in your life and change you for the better, you know. So that's all I can say, you know. That's all I can say, and that's what I wanted to share with y'all, you know. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for my experiences. I'm so grateful for Chief, for everything that he taught me. I'm so grateful for Carbonation and all the experiences and all the knowledge that I gained there and all the love that I received there. I'm so grateful, you know. I'm so grateful, and I'm moving on, and I'm continuing my journey, and I'm vibrating high, and I'm so open for the universe to bless me. I'm so open for the universe. I know it will. I know the universe was gonna bless me, you know. So I'm just so excited, you know, and I'm grateful, and I'm on the frequency of thankfulness and vibration of gratefulness. So I'm gonna get that right back. So that's all I gotta say, you know. At the end of the day, I said what I had to say. I exposed myself. I took accountability. I'm responsible. And just so you know, you can't say that I wasn't held accountable, you know. So that's all I gotta say. And I'm grateful for you tuning in and sharing this positivity. And until next time, I'll see you. I want to go live again in a little while, probably later, you know, because it feels good, you know, it feels good to share with you guys. And I appreciate the love and support. We appreciate the donations too. Anybody that's donated, absolutely, we appreciate that energy. Thank you for being that part of my universe that is blessing me with energy to be able to bless you with information on how to live in tune with nature. Thank you for being that beacon of light that is on the path of righteousness, that is giving us the energy via currency to be able to share with the world the truth. See, people they want to value CEOs, they want to value Elon Musk, they want to value people who are in the corporation side of the world, but they don't want to give no donations, they don't want to give no energy. They believe that we should be in poor, that we should be living in squalor because of what we're doing, because we're not sharing the views that they have or perceiving reality the way they should. No, that's wrong. Look, if you're going to donate to anybody, if you're going to give energy to anybody, if you're going to spread positivity with anybody, it should be those that are helping the world, those who are spreading the truth, those who are living the life that you know you should be living. That's the people you should be blessing with, you know, because in the future, in these times that are coming, and how it's unraveling in this age of information, people are realizing, like, we should invest into the gurus, we should invest into the teachers, into the people who are living in tune with nature and showing us how to be happy, how to vibrate high, how to think clearly, how to think positively, and how to live on planet Earth. That's who we should invest our riches into. That's who we should invest our resources into. Why? Because those people are going to give it right back. Because those people are going to share that and spread that with the world, because they're vibrating so high and they're so tuned in and they're so humble and meek that they're going to share that with the world, you know. There's some characters, there's some egos that wouldn't do it that way. There's some egos that when you give it to them, they just take it for themselves. When you give it to them, they never flip it back and help others and help the world and all these things that are positive, you know. But the true chief, the true master teacher, the true person who is enlightening you will give back. It will share what it has with the world, and that's what I intend to do. So, for real, stay positive, vibrate high, stay happy. Remember, everything that you put out into the universe, you will receive back, so don't put any negativity